How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have to take a look at the Bitcoin market today, at the whole cryptocurrency market. We have some massive news from one of the largest asset managers in the world, definitely one of the most well-respected asset managers in the world that controls sovereign wealth funds, that controls state pension plans, that controls a lot of money, over $100 billion at the beginning of the year, that now has declared that he has bought Bitcoin. So we are going to talk about that, talk about some other bullish news in the sector. Now, of course, do your own research. But if you guys want, you can definitely hit the like button, hit subscribe. It does help out the channel. If you hit subscribe, you can definitely see more of these videos. And I want to hear from you. Do you want me to cover this as like a once daily video where I put out all the crypto news, or do you like these more regular updates? So maybe partway through the day you get an update, maybe at night you get an update, depending on what the price is doing. It's just more information if I put it in one video at the end of the day. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys want, there is a link down there to Webull to get some free stocks. You can deposit $100. If you've already set up an account, make sure you deposit that $100 to actually get your free money. Also, there are a couple links down there to BlockFi and to Voyager. Both of those give you interest rates on your cryptocurrency because right now we do need multiple platforms. They often go down when there's high volatility. So definitely check out both those links. BlockFi gives you a bonus up to $250, while Voyager only gives you a $25 bonus, but definitely check those out down below. Also, if you guys want to know what I'm buying and selling on a daily basis in the crypto markets or in the stock market, you can check out the link down below. We are up from about 275 when we bought Binance yesterday, and we are up on VeChain, which was down pretty far yesterday. We're up over 30% in one day. A lot of the time it is just me telling you guys what's happening in the market and what I'm buying. So definitely check that out down below. There are 2,900 other people in there. Just check out that link down below to Patreon. Now we're seeing Bitcoin bounce pretty nicely today. Ethereum is at 2,500 again after being in the 1,700s yesterday. Cardano is up from $1.05 or $1.06 yesterday. So we are seeing a massive bounce in the market. If we take a look at the Bitcoin chart, we had this negative trend, this bearish trend. These are 4-hour sticks here, and we are breaking through that downtrend right here. You can see a lot of green candlesticks here at the bottom, breaking back through to that $38,000 mark. Now we have seen it hit in the 30,000s a couple times, so around 30 to 32,000 we have seen some support, and we are bouncing off those. Now what's happening today? Well, we have a lot of billionaires that obviously have been bullish on Bitcoin in the past, like Michael Saylor, like CZ, like the Winklevoss twins. Now we have some more news. So CoinDesk has this consensus experience over the next 4 days, or I guess next 3 days, including today, where they have over 10,000 attendees. Now, someone that they had today was hedge fund manager Ray Dalio. Definitely considered one of the best asset managers of all time. He, in the past, has talked about how he was not ruling Bitcoin out because of the economy, because of what is happening. This is as of just a few days ago. Because of what the American government's doing, he is definitely looking at it. Now, he controls the world's largest hedge fund by assets, Bridgewater Associates. So they run algorithmic strategies for mega corporations, sovereign wealth funds, and state pension plans. So he's running the wealth plans of nations and states and corporations. They take a macro view of global finance, and much of its success, Dalio says, lies in the founder's view of money and credit. So they ran over $100 billion at the beginning of the year, and they have made big bets in the past. They have gone against the grain. Now he is saying that he has some Bitcoin. He says now that they have some Bitcoin. He says that he would rather hold Bitcoin than bonds. We don't know exactly what this means. We don't know exactly how much he holds. We don't know what percentage of the portfolio he has, but he is slightly bullish, it seems, on Bitcoin overall, if not for anything besides a hedge compared to the other parts of his portfolio. Now, Bitcoin is also getting some bullish narrative from Goldman Sachs. So Bitcoin is now considered an investable asset. It has its own idiosyncratic risk, partly because it's still relatively new and going through an adoption phase. It's its own investment class. It doesn't behave as one would initially intuitively expect relative to other assets, given the analogy to digital gold. And we've seen this before. We saw when inflation numbers came out, Bitcoin didn't skyrocket, even though we had massive inflation. It kind of acted on its own, which, if you think about it as digital gold, gold being a hedge against inflation, you would think that Bitcoin would do quite well. Now, other people are seeing many different reasons to be fearful of Bitcoin. There's a lot of bearish narrative. There's a lot of bearish narrative in the market right now. We have different media companies talking about Bitcoin as though it's going to be banned from different countries, and how the mining issues are running rampant, how it's just a new idea or a new problem that Bitcoin is draining a lot of energy. It has done this throughout time. This is nothing really new, and it's something that many people have known for a very long time. So the fact that it's being pushed into the media again, I think is just pushing the FUD, pushing the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. However, it being called its own asset class and a new asset class, which is typically very difficult to start, is something that I think is bullish overall. Now, what is going to happen? Well, I think we definitely have seen a lot of bearish narrative for Bitcoin, for the cryptocurrency markets. A lot of people think that it's a bubble. A lot of people think that they should sell out and give over their money to the whales. We've seen that. A lot of the newer wallets, a lot of the smaller wallets are selling their Bitcoin at a loss, and a lot of the whales are taking it off exchanges and happy to buy it in the low 30s. It's hard to know exactly what we're going to do from here on out, right? It's hard to know whether we're breaking out and Bitcoin's going to hit 45,000 by next week or the week after, or if we're going to stick in this $30,000 to $40,000 range. Now, that being said, I think this is a great time to accumulate if you are still bullish on Bitcoin. I don't think the narrative has changed. Sure, we have different media companies talking about how Bitcoin is a massive issue, how you should sell your Bitcoin, or bring up all these different reasons why it's not a great asset to hold, whether it's that it's gone up so much, or whether it's because it is fugazi, there's no reason to really hold it, whether it is the greater fool narrative, right, where you are just selling it or you're buying it to then sell it to someone else that is even stupider than you, or anything else with the environment, right? We have these bearish narratives thrown at us all the time, a lot of fear. We have people that are panic selling. We have all this news from China. We have Elon Musk. But has anything fundamentally changed? All of this was news that we already knew before. We can look at what people are saying, or we can look at what people are doing. Ray Dalio is buying. A lot of other large whales are buying. We have a lot of people happy to pick up in the low 30s. We have Cardano, which has several major events this summer. We had, in the last video I talked about, there was an expert that put Cardano at $40 long term. We have Ethereum, where the Winklevoss twins have talked about it hitting $75,000 in the future. We have Bitcoin possibly approaching gold's market cap, which would send it up about 15x from here. So all those things are to come, in my opinion. Now, whether that happens this year or the next bull cycle, it's hard to know. But there is a lot of potential out there. Now, of course, you have to believe in this, right? You have to still balance your portfolio. I think it is important to keep cash on the sidelines, because sometimes we do get these massive manipulations and we do get great buying in opportunities. It's great to buy Ethereum at 3,000 after it was at 4,300. But if you keep some cash around, you might be able to pick it up for a little bit cheaper. So in my opinion, it's great to dollar cost average. It's great to keep some money on the sidelines. Of course, you want to be invested, and you have to weigh that out. Now, I've been buying over the last couple of weeks. I think this has been a great time to buy because fear is crazy out there. Like the amount of fear in the market is insane right now. I think my community has been very level-headed, and most people, at least from what I have been hearing, have been buying. I think it's been a great time. Of course, you could lose a majority of your money in the short term, but long term, I think we're still buying the same assets we were 2 months ago. Of course, I want to hear your opinion down below. Let me know what you think about all this. Let me know what you think about Ray Dalio buying. Also, let me know if you guys like this. If you guys want me to do this at the end of the day, like a lot of other crypto YouTubers do, where they just cover all the articles of the day or all the important news events of the day, let me know. Thank you guys for checking out those links down below and checking out the Patreon too. So you can get bonuses down there and the different stock brokers and the crypto exchanges. And then you can definitely see what I'm doing down there too. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like, and I will see you in the next video.